Hello and welcome back to another episode of Long War the Chosen Mod Jam. We are coming in right hot off of a smash and grab where we took 2 points of damage onto our scrapper by forgetting about a skeleton being immune to stun. We do have a mission we could queue up, but I am actually going to hold off just a moment here so we can get this jailbreak done, hopefully, though we might be able to over-infiltrate. And we do have Liberation 1 popping up with a 1-day 20-hour timer. That is not a timer I can ever run. So our Liberation chains are kind of being delayed a little bit. We are looking to hopefully make contact with a third region come April 15th, give or take. But let's see what we can do. Now, we haven't ticked over to Force Level 3. So this jailbreak doesn't even have time anyways to over-infiltrate. This jailbreak is going to be taken up to 10 to 12 as well. At Force Level 2, we are going to hopefully take advantage of the same schedules that we had previously. A lot of unarmored opponents grouped up nicely for some AP grenades. We do have our hoplite, a hunter, an assault, an agent, and 2 rookies coming with us here. We do have resistance contacts as well on the map, which does mean there are going to be civilians that we can run up and talk to who are going to give us some supplies. There is typically 3 civilians on the map with an average combined total of 35 supplies you can pick up, which can be a nice little injection of cash into any campaign. But depending on their location between us, the objective, and evac, they're not something that I actively go search for. Now, while we load this up, there is something that we are going to be taking a look out for. Very briefly, that I have been asked by Karuka, the developer of Mod Jam and Mod Jam related mods, to check, and that is the Shield Bash aim chance for hoplites. They should be getting a 20% bonus to them, and so I'm going to take a moment to check when we have some targets in range. We actually do have Karuka even on this mission, so that's very, very fitting.
Position is masked.
Looks like we do have 3 civilians for us to get out of some cells, and the evac not too far away. Now, one very, very nice benefit of this sit rep is even though we can see these civilians here, they are not going to reveal us, which is very good.
Confirmed.
Unlike my normal strategy of just jumping off a roof and running into the civilians, we're going to have to reveal ourselves the old-fashioned way by finding Advent and walking into their line of sights. I am going to take this opportunity to get on some high ground with everyone over here since we are a little bit of a ways back, and I do want to try to get forward so that when we do take our first engagement, we have enough time to play slowly and consistently. Now, Karuka here, being a hunter, does have Snapshot, which is going to be very, very useful trying to get up and getting flanks on units, as well as a very strong melee attack using the flesh that shinobis have to get more damage the further you travel.
Getting it done.
We did not spot anything in our double move with everyone here.
Position.
And for a map with 12 on it, it's a little surprising. Now, lucky us, this door is open. There are some civilians. We are going to be able to move through this building relatively safely. But for now, I'm going to start with Majestic Red. Again, up on the roof and potentially giving us some vision of what we might be encountering. Red is going to see nothing, and we do see a road up here, a checkpoint, if you will. So let's take this opportunity to
Make me.
move forward without revealing anything.
Affirmative.
If you're wondering how I am deciding where my soldiers should run, if you hold left control and then right click, you will set a waypoint for your soldiers to follow. I do hear a turret chirping away and moving around in the background, so we do know that that is here. Hopefully we have the firepower to quickly and efficiently eliminate that turret. I don't want to actually move up to this window position. In the XCOM engine, when you are at a position like this, you're also, in theory, in the position here, at least for what you're peeking. So if there is a detection radius on this turret, and we are peeking here, we could still be detected. So we'll
Might as
stay
well.
back with Codex for a turn.
I'm already here.
I don't need to know.
Holding.
Now I am going to move Karuka up to scout,
We're never gonna get there.
because if we did get revealed, we do have enough actions
Fully automated or remotely triggered.
to continue killing. We also would get a very nice AP grenade there. And since we do have AP grenades on several of our units, I think it's time to get this party started. Let's center it up with flagship, toss it out, and see what we can kill. 2 out of 3 is a great start. Lots of loot on the ground that we'll be able to grab. The reason I didn't want to do this with Karuka is she has a sniper rifle. Sniper rifles do a lot of damage, and we have a turret there with 2 armor. Which is where Karuka is going to take that snapshot shot, hoping for a high roll. And roll to 5. Not a bad roll. I don't know if we have AP
Shooting until they
rounds
stop moving?
to efficiently deal with the turret, so we may need to keep full cover. We could also bait the turret onto our hoplite, hopefully.
I'm trusting you here.
But let's go see what Beefy has for a shot. 71. I am going to take that shot, seeing as this biotrooper is going to be very easy to kill. And we do get the graze. So yes, now the turret is just a little bit scarier than probably needed to be. Is there any way for me to get another flank onto the biotrooper? Maybe I was being a little premature there. What I am going to do, though, is take a look at Shield Bash. Shield Bash, we see, is going to have a 72 chance here. And we are not gaining any aim bonus from Shield Bash. So I am going to need to let Karuka know about that. I guess one way to guarantee the kills here is we see a 52% there. Codex could also throw an AP grenade if necessary to get the kill, but I do think the play is actually just use Majestic Red,
Get ready for a surprise.
get a little bit more damage, get some guaranteed damage on the turret,
Okay.
see if Codex can't get a graze from his SMG and save us one more grenade, and also save us the hoplite.
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot. It's opposite
That's
day.
gonna be a negative, so we are gonna move our hoplite out into an aggressive position. They will get 1 stack of guard, and hopefully the turret shoots at him, missing because of the guard, and not causing us any injuries. We will find another patrol as well, a trooper and engineer, both on yellow alert. 35% chance for them to take a shot at us. Does not look like they got the opportunity, and it looks like we are gonna get shot at with, not on our hoplite, but on someone in half cover. This is fine. Now, one of the beautiful things about the agent is they do have this ability, Run and Slice, which can get them into a good position for us. Further aggressing. Didn't get the kill with the knife, but we do get an additional shot after that. We could definitely get a kill with Kickboxer here. But the bigger question is, how do we get a kill onto the engineer?
Okay.
And the
that
answer
doesn't
might be the
sound right.
agent, even if it does trigger something else. I'm going to use Codex to try and kill this turret one more time. Which this time we will get
Boom.
the shot.
Fridge magnet.
So we actually only have flesh up to the trooper. And since Flagship no longer has his grenade, I'm not sure we want to do that. The engineer is going to look to use a flashbang if people are grouped up. So you know what we're going to do is we're going to try and get the kill on Kickboxer, giving him additional ablative since we did take adrenaline.
Impressed yet?
Maybe see about collecting some of this loot.
Time's wasting.
Maybe spreading out just a little bit more.
We're taking it with us.
I am going to get several people up into full cover, further positioned. And now that we've done all these actions, and this is only the second pod, I don't actually feel comfortable approaching that engineer there. This might not be close enough to trigger the flashbang, but it still may. And I think with that precaution, we're going to move flagship up to full cover. We'll keep an overwatch on Majestic Red, just to help out and maybe control some of his movements. And we are going to find another pod. This is going to be the Sectoid Celatid Grub Pod. Now we do need to remember that Celatids are immune to stun, but I do not think we have really anyone here that can stun other than our Assault, who's going to be going after this engineer.
I'm getting dizzy.
We did successfully bait
Where are we
the
going,
flashbang,
please?
which is a little disappointing because that flesh was certainly going to be helpful against the Sectoid. But it is okay. We can make this work. Now, we need to grab this loot. So Codex, why don't you help us out here?
Give me those.
And I don't want to kill that civilian because I really would like that civilian to, you know, give me some supplies. So I think Codex is just going to start working on the scrub for us. If we can offer up a corpse to the Sectoid, and we do have corpses here, the Sectoid may so be inclined as to not go for a mind spin, but instead the raised dead, giving us another turn to deal with him successfully. Flagship's going to nail the Celatid. Wonderful. And I can't really justify going in this position where I get flanked from the Sectoid. So we're going to still keep our full cover with Beefy and try to kill this engineer. Only a 62%. Sometimes that's all you need. Sometimes it's not today, though.
Enemy is still up. Tired of waiting around.
We are going to get a flank on the engineer then. And we'll just go with an Overwatch and Kirika for now, as well as Majestic Red. We are going to go on Overwatch, even though this will not give me a guard. It's kind of more to help keep them moving cleanly around. The Sectoid is going to go for a raised zombie. And now with Karukka's flesh, we should be able to kill the Sectoid and the zombie in the same turn. The engineer, being the engineer, predictable, is going to run. Karukka is going to nail the engineer in the back while disoriented for some of that big damage we know she can do. Let's see if Karukka wants to continue the killing spree onto the Sectoid. Spoiler alert, she does. Hitting 10 with that melee vulnerability. Our count is at 7 out of 12. There's 2 pods left, more than likely. A pod of 3 and a pod of 2.
What's over there?
And we have only found 1 civilian to get supplies from. So I'm going to quickly take a glance around. I don't see... Oh, I do see a second civilian. I don't see a third civilian. Now, our agent does not have his hack upgrade yet. So whoever is hacking this objective
Hey, I'll go.
is really not that important. We are going to slowly start shifting towards our evac
Here I come.
as well, knowing that we do have more enemies on the map. And now we have grabbed 2 of our civilians.
From a candy-hating
Just
baby.
glancing around a little bit more to see if I missed that third civilian anywhere. Doesn't look like it.
I got this.
So let's take a few Overwatch positions. See if we can't get another patrol to wander into us. Get a few more kills and take that sweet experience. And loot. Potentially loot. Oh, Beefy. Why are you just 1 tile away from where I would like to have you there? We are going to move our agent up that way. We may still have them hacked. They do have a decent amount of mobility.
Absolutely.
Fine.
And we're going to keep rotating over. Haven't heard any footsteps. Haven't seen any drones.
It could go off.
Both are a little concerning when you're trying to find final groups. And we do stumble upon one of them. We have a trooper group. And a biotrooper. Force level 2, you're so nice. No pathfinders coming out of nowhere with the intent to get a flanking position and
Right.
crit you. We also have RNF coming in, which we'll have to worry about. But let's start with
That looks
Karuka
little carnage.
going for another multi-kill.
Score.
She does get one of them. We are going to have to double move someone here, which is more than likely going to be Beefy. Beefy could also run and gun and then hack on the same turn if we really, really want to.
Target witness
I want to see if Majestic Red can't get the flanking kill on this Advent Trooper with the 72% shot. That way I can use Flagship to go guarantee the kill on the Biotrooper.
How many is that noise?
That is going to be the case, so let's get Flagship up out here. And wow, Flagship critting with the knife for 5,
X-ray neutralized.
saving his AP economy. I'm going to save the run and gun by just moving Beefy straight into here next to the cell. He'll hack next turn. And we're going to get ready to hopefully get a little bit of Overwatch on the RNF. In fact, I'm going to have Flagship Overwatch as well. We can grab the loot later. Let's take full advantage of trying to chip away at enemies falling and scattering. There is nothing at this force level that does not move. Everything moves. Later force levels, mechs may go into Overwatch when they come down. We do not trigger, but they are on yellow alert.
Fixing to gain interest.
And with that location being known to us, it may be in our best interest to just throw an AP grenade and see what comes of it. Seeing as we have several AP grenades left, I'm going to make the smart decision of
Grenade out.
guarding and chucking. Let's see what happens. We do hear the sounds of some damage being done. And we'll get our civilians moving first.
On your order. Target packet secured.
Now, that should not trigger them through any window. So we can get our civilians into this lobby here. I am going to run and gun Beefy. And the main reason being is we're not going to be actually triggering these guys. They're going to jump down, scatter, potentially yellow alert. So I do want to move Beefy and I want to get him on Overwatch. I am also going to reload
I lied. I got
most
like
of our
24.
units
Go.
and keep them in position. Not the greatest of positions, but this will allow them to have full ammo, get the full Overwatch complement, and hopefully kill these guys before they ever get close.
Eyes on Advent troops.
So far the gunner's down, and here comes the Biotrooper,
I know.
ducking and dodging and dipping and diving. He does not get a yellow alert shot, and now Karuka can go say hello with her sword. She is doing just fantastic on this mission. Let's start with our civilians as we're trying to make sure we get them out. And it does look like next turn we'll be able to get everyone out. And RNF is not coming in on this turn. Now, I do not know if there's anything else on the map. I am of the belief there is not, but there still could be.
Let's do this.
So with the thought that there might be being an option,
Status confirmed. We've secured a civilian
I am going to Overwatch everyone and just wait until next turn to get them out.
Can't stop now. As opposed to taking our time?
on the move.
Kruka being the furthest is the one I just had to make sure can get to evac, and she can successfully, so we can
What's over there?
safely get everyone out for a nice, flawless mission. Much cleaner than our smash and grab that we just did previously, mostly because I didn't make any mistakes. When I'm playing well, I don't take damage. When I'm not playing well, we take damage. So let's always try to play well.
20 years of peace and prosperity will not be undone by the reckless actions of a few misguided dissidents today. We stand with the elders. Trust in their wisdom, and we shall overcome this crisis.
Speaker just likes to hear himself talk, but so do I. It's one thing me and the speaker have in common. The commonalities end there, I think. We are snagging a promotion on our agent, which is going to grab us Heist Artist for 150 additional hack. Very solid skill to pick up to grab early hack rewards. We did also get 18 supplies from 2 of our civilians we found. 2 scopes. Not great pickups, but we'll certainly take them. A few more promotions going on in our roster. We have Codex Compendium, who has also offered up a Warden. If you recall, Wardens and Storm Riders are only available through promotions from rookies. And so when they are offered up, we are going to be taking advantage of that and hopefully playing around with them, as well as potentially unlocking Psi down the line. Logistics Red is the next one we have to decide. And we're looking at 3 health, 62 aim, but 17 mobility. Now, I would like an assault here potentially, but I want to play around with the Combat Engineer and showcase some of the great things we can do with them. Combat Engineers are unique in the fact that they get this ability called Combat Drugs, where the smoke that you throw applies plus 20 aim and 20 will to your units for 2 turns. Plus 20 aim is nothing to scoff at, especially when you can combo this with a recon with hollow targeting to gain really high aim advantage, especially for units in full cover. Pretty much mitigating that full cover bonus that they're getting. So I do think we want to try playing around with that. We will be using a shotgun as well. So that was a great mission to get done. When we come back, we have a Dark Event 2 queue up. We'll take a look at that, as well as the Destroy the Relay that is already queued. So let's switch these guys over to Intel real quick before we forget. And let's get some Haven Advisors back in our Havens, so they can keep recruiting and detecting faceless for us. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed. Hope to catch you on the next one, and be sure to like and comment and subscribe. Till then, take care.